Welcome back to my channel, and so I worked my hardest this semester than I have ever done in any other semesters, because this semester really do count. I really want to, be in some different organizations and stuff like that, and you need a appropriate GPA to be in those organizations. So I'm really trying to do what I gotta do. So with that being said, I work my behind off. So let's start with Spanish. Okay, no. Let's start with geography. Geography is about the study of the earth, like the surface of the earth. And if you're not interested in it, you are not going to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not interested in geography, and the way my professor taught it to us, it was so boring. It was so boring, and I could not fathom how boring it was. It was so boring. So I failed all of her quizzes, and it was a drop date that we had to do, and the drop date was October or something. So I dropped that class before that October or something, and I heard we got out of there. And then that's what you're supposed to do. If you have an opportunity to drop a class, drop that class so it will not mess up your GPA. So yeah, and then I said, okay, I have 4 classes now that I have to do my behind end. I have to do these classes very well. I have to make sure they're good. So I did that, and I pray that I have 3 A's and 1 C, because this 1 C is Spanish. So let's talk about Spanish. So I did really good on my presentation. I thought I studied for weeks. I don't study, y'all. I don't study. So when I study and I make sure I prepare myself, I study with a partner, I study with my family to make sure I make sure that I'm going to pass this exam, this presentation. And I did that. So how about I go up there, do my presentation, everyone's saying you did good, wonderful, wonderful. But I went to her personally because I have an oral exam that next day, and I studied for that too, on top of studying for my presentation. No. So she said I have a 77 on my presentation. So in college, it's a different average level than high school. So a 77 is a high C, but still, I don't feel like I deserve a high C on that. I don't feel like I deserve an A, because a lot of people who did not really work their butts off for this presentation, they have higher grades than I do. And I'm like, what? So I pray that I make it out of that class with a C. I need to pass this final exam that's coming up on Friday. So yeah, this was so stressful, y'all, when she told me that. And I called Mom. I was crying. I was so upset, because I'm like, this heifer gave me a C on my exam, and I'm like, on my presentation. So it was so jacked up, y'all. College will break your behind down. If you do not work your butt off, it will break you down. Even if you work your butt off and you felt like you did your all and that's all you could do, it will still break you down. So just pray and have the faith that God will come through for you, because it will work out. And with me praying and have the faith, I passed graphic design, I passed ceramics, and I have to take my exam for psychology on tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So yeah, and I just pray that I do good on that as well. So y'all, I got some more advice for you. Work your behind off freshman year. For the new freshmen that's coming in, work your behind off your freshman year, because the college won't tell you this. They will give you your money, especially if you have a good GPA starting off from high school. They will give you money, a grant or whatever, and they will help you out. They say you have to have a 3.0 GPA in order to keep this money. Okay, but they didn't tell you that until your sophomore year. until you like actually fail a class and you don't have any more money, and you have to figure out how in the heck I'm gonna get some more money to pay for college. So do that. Make sure you work your behind off your freshman year. Don't slack off and say something here, you know, that I can just do whatever I want to do. That's not the case. Do your work, do your research, make sure you know exactly what you want to do in your life. You do not have to really choose a major just that quick, but still understand what you want to do in college and what you want to get out of life in college. You're going to meet a lot of friends, but it's going to get real when you start having tests, exams, essays, and all this group work and all this stuff that you have to do, and it's going to be due. So make sure you do that, okay? Also, make sure you pass your class, because I failed math twice. I know, right? I'm not a good person in math. I don't like math. Math don't like me. I don't like math. So yeah, just make sure you on your A game when you come into college, because college is really not for everybody. Like they say, it's not for everybody. If it was easy, everyone could do it. Okay, Mom? So yeah, it's not for everybody. A lot of people that I know drop out of college, and I really wish they didn't do it. But if it's for their benefit and they feel like it was right for them to do that, I don't encourage it, but do it. So you won't feel like you are being held behind. You know what I'm saying? But you have to work your behind off. College is what you put into it. Okay, it's what you want, it's what you have to want it. And before I started college, people were saying, please don't take breaks from college. Don't like take a year off because you're going to be a year behind. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I'm not going to take any breaks. At first I did. I really wanted to drop. For real, college will make you want to be on the pole, girl. Seriously, no. So yeah, that's all I gotta really tell y'all about college. Just work your behind off. This work. I'm in my week of exams right now, and it's a little struggle. I'm glad I only have 2 exams, one on Wednesday and one on Friday, and everybody's struggling and hustling for these exams for the whole week. So I'm glad that I was blessed with only 2 exams. But it's not that simple. So just make sure y'all study, make sure y'all do your work, make sure you put in the work to get what you want, because you all here for a goal. You all here to get a degree, you all here to make money, and you all here to find yourself. And if you already found yourself, that's a blessing, that's great. But I want everybody to like know what they want. After you see this video, I want to actually know like what you want to do in life, what you want to accomplish in life. Make sure your mind is on straight. Don't just go for a decision because you felt like you should go for that decision at that moment in time. Don't do that. Don't make a big decision when you're mad, if that makes any sense. Because I really wanted to jump out of college so many times I cried, so many times I stumbled over, and I feel like I was not getting anywhere. So I just encourage everybody just to go for what they know and just do your work, do your research, make sure you study, and everything will be okay. All right.